So today, real quick, check. I'm going to be a bit of a pod father, Joe. I'm podding all over the universe today.
More than 2?
More than 2.
Wow.
3 pods. 3 peas in a pod, you know what I mean?
Are you going to shout them out or not yet?
I am. So I got Nerd Rage this morning.
Shout out to
obviously.
us.
Right now.
Right now. You're listening to it in real time. And then I got...
they're not in real time. But
correct,
we're
YouTube.
We were, yes.
And then I have in the afternoon this podcast getting started. It's not called Getting Started. It's called... I think it's called Your Childhood Was Trash. But it's not how it sounds. It's like your childhood was trash if you didn't listen to or watch or play with or blah, blah, blah. It's like the missing component. And they asked me if I'd be in to do an episode of that at some point. I said,
you love trashing people.
Well, yes, but I also said that as long as it didn't have to be Transformers, that I would do it. So we're doing Batman. And even then, I think they wanted to do the animated series, and I was like, man, I'd prefer just to talk about what that character meant to me as a kid.
Yeah.
And, just in general.
Show them how to lay out a format, Bobby.
Yeah. Hey, and actually, do I have access to the drive? Let me clean a few things up while I'm there. But that's my problem. Laura recently told me, she was like, she's got this like new mantra called "Let Them," right? Like, where like you feel the need to like step in and make everybody do it your way.
Yeah.
And instead just say, let them. If you think they're going to fuck it up, let them. If you think they don't know what they're doing and they're going to make mistakes, let them. If you think, don't feel the need to like insert yourself and make it yours, and
right.
Which there's probably something too. But so I got that in the afternoon, which I'm actually looking forward to. Although it's like with the mask, it's the whole bit. And they said, to be fair, I could not do it if I could just do audio only. But like I feel guilty. Like,
is it a video podcast?
Yeah,
it's always video then.
Yeah, and then this evening I have an episode of The Kitchen Table, which is a Patreon show.
Oh, I mean, it's your own show.
Yeah, but it should be a pretty heavy one too, as a matter of fact. But a lot going on with all that. I have the kids. The kids are away, and when the fucking bloody cat's away, the mice shall play. Joseph.
Meow.
And I was telling Chris before you got here, there's 2 things that I've learned from this experience, because this is the first time that my kids have ever been away and I've been home. Last year was the first time that Laura's mother took them, and we went to LA.
Yes.
So this year we're just home.
Yeah.
2 things. Staycation. Except we went to work.
From the kids at night. Yeah. The second job. Taking care of kids is the second job.
At night, he says. So 2 things. One, the house stays relatively clean with no children, with little effort.
Yeah. No one's fucking it up.
Yeah, but it's weird because you look around. Like,
you don't realize how much chaos those little people cause.
Yeah. Like, I look around.
Times 3.
And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't see any of their shit here, but the house is fucking a mess.
Yeah.
But it's the little things. It's like the chair's not being pushed
right.
in.
And all the blankets not folded and hung up on
all the
chair.
little sort of disheveledness.
Yeah, it's up.
So, my house is cleaner without kids. So tactical error in that regard, I suppose.
No, you just have to work through it, I think.
Yeah. And then also that my temperament at the end of the day is better. Like I have more patience. I'm in a slightly lighter mood. And I think once
you
again,
haven't spent it,
exactly.
And I haven't spent the energy, so you still have it.
And I think it's another one of those things
spoons, man.
Where it's like you don't realize that your I'll take a different metaphor, I guess, but that your well is being dipped into, so to speak, as much as it is, with like, just like, can you get this for me? Can I have that? Is it okay if I do this? Like, it's all mundane things. They're all in a vacuum singularly by themselves. They're all effortless, really.
Yeah.
It's just the sum of their parts where like by the end of the day, I'm just like, look, I don't have any tolerance, really.
Well, it's just, the change in routine is what all it is. And I think anytime we get our routines change, and you're a routine guy more than anybody I've ever met in my life. You don't have that, I got to go get lunch or dinner or whatever ready, so your brain's like, what am I going to do with all this free space in my brain?
Yeah. But I got some reviews down. I'm on a pretty good streak of non-breaking.
Hey.
52 52 reviews
Give
without a
yourself
single break.
Give yourself a.
I'm gonna get my little horn here. 52 reviews without a single broken piece.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's your little like countdown?
It's in there. It's in
Shout out
the
to
it's in the other room.
shout out to whoever sent him toy 53.
Yeah. So I actually have 2 pieces I'm a little excited about coming, action figures. They're not going to get prime real estate because it's just logistics are what they are, but it's a Vampirella figure.
Oh, wow.
And a Red Sonja figure.
Oh, from
Nice.
what's the name of that company? Master Collector or something.
Whatever
like
it is, yes. Yeah, this is the fact that you couldn't put your finger right on it knows that tells me that you know exactly which company I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see those when you get them, just because they look intriguing. It's something
Yeah,
I
they
never
look
want, but-
good, but they also look novice, and the question is, how good can they be?
You know what I saw the other day? Just
Tell me.
completely out of context. That NECA has an Elvira figure that is looks fucking fantastic.
I have it.
You have? Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess I was just fascinated with her as a child for obvious reasons.
Dude, what a perv.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll get my hands on.
Yeah,
So to speak.
No, I hear you. Dude, I remember like the first time that like I actually felt a woman's breast, like
Like bags of sand?
well, I guess a girl's breast. You know, I was a young lad myself, and I was just like, I remember just in my head going like, I was like, I can't believe it's happening. You know, like it's all I could think about was like, no way. Like, I'm gonna tell everybody. I remember
Bags of sand.
there was a buddy of mine. I've talked about him before on here.
What about the first time you felt a fake titty?
I've never felt a fake titty.
Really?
So I have, and it wasn't too long ago.
Interesting.
And I got to tell you, huge turnoff for me.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan myself.
Look,
I'm no hate whatsoever.
No,
but
no,
Given the choice,
yeah.
I mean, that's why I haven't, because I don't. Like, it makes huge preference on me. I'd rather you could be completely flat than have fake tits.
Yeah?
That's just
Wow.
That's just why I am with that.
So,
It never looks exactly right, and I assume it wouldn't feel right.
yeah.
well, so the aesthetics I'm okay with.
Yeah, I'm not good with aesthetic.
No,
either.
I'm fine with the. It's
much better nowadays.
Listen. If they're in my face, I'm probably fine with it. Either
Yeah,
way.
I'm gonna look. Don't worry about me. I'll fight through it.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, even in strip clubs, like I do not like it. I don't give them the time of day.
But like, actually, the tactile element of it is a turnoff for me. But it's also, it comes down, I think, in the same way that like I have squozen, so to speak, like a muscular female butt before as well, and like not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me in the same way. It's the same thing. They're too hard. Like, they're not soft. And look, my life has been hard enough. I want everything about my woman to be soft.
I think there's several different variations,
Including
of that
including her bloody tone of voice. I'll tell you what, Joe. Talk to me nice, you know? I've fucking had it.
I'll take it wherever they come.
Screaming women.
Slap me.
God.
tomato, right? So to speak.
But yeah, I forget where I was going somewhere before the fake tit thing.
First time you touched the titties, or
Oh yeah. No, okay. Say my buddy Danger, who I've spoken about on here, that you've mentioned just recently.
Yes.
He was a rapper, and he had this
like at a meat market where he wrapped up
yes,
some produce.
the same. Yes, but ironically, he also was an aspiring rapper, like artist at the same time. So it was very ironic. But he had this line. I'm going to butcher it, but I remember it clearly. But he is something to the effect of, it was like he was trying to express that he was excited, and he was like the first piece of pussy when I was sticking my dick in. Oh shit, I'm in it. I can't believe it. I'm in it. Don't stop. Get it. I'm gonna tell everybody I hit it.
That's good.
And that's how I felt when I felt my first breast for the first time. It was quite something, Joe. Quite
I think
something.
we all remember.
Yeah, I was on.
You're into that.
I was on a vacation. Well, actually, poor choice of words. I was sent to stay with my mother for a week in North Carolina when she moved to North Carolina for a job promotion, and I befriended the neighbor who was my age. I think she was a year older than me, girl. And we ended up like playing a game with like my siblings and like hiding in a bed.
Oh, how about that?
And then I just was like, you know what? Let's just see how far this goes. Went super far. I mean, not super far, but super far from my expectations.
Yeah, for that
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah. So yeah, what a girl, what a gal. Hope she's doing well. So Chris, you got your coffee first. Joe, how was your nerve?
The one that got away.
Did some shit. Fucking.
You did some shit fucking. Okay.
I mean, if you're doing anal, it's
it's
pretty
possible,
much
yeah.
a lot of times shit fucking.
Only after they have Chris's procedure. That's the only time I do it.
Oh, clean out. 4-day clean out.
Just kidding.
Sorry, Joe. Please proceed.
No, it's fine. Keep going on One Piece. Of course, I'm trying to catch up, but like I have for once I have like a lot of shit I'm actually actively doing that like I'm not watching it as much as I want, but keep pushing through. Fate.
Would you ever order that at just to try your luck at like a Popeyes?
What?
A One Piece?
No, it's not, dude. It's
And which piece? Okay, so you order a One Piece at Popeyes. Which piece do they give you?
Get a breast.
Yo, if I'm
yeah,
going-
let's keep it on
If
theme
I'm-
here.
no.
Yeah, let's keep it on
fuck
theme.
no. Like that's the problem. It's just, there's so too many options you get wrong. If I'm only getting one piece of chicken, I'm getting thighs.
Really?
I love that. That's
One thigh?
If I had to get just one piece of chicken, I want it to be my favorite.
One thigh.
Yeah.
See, my
that's why-
thing is like I don't know. It depends on what I'm eating, but wings and breasts are my favorite.
I don't like breasts. I mean, I like breasts, but like they're I don't know. This dry and fucking.
Don't you like Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Yeah,
That's breast.
it's not the same as a piece of chicken. They do something with that shit.
Well, I'm taking what you do into consideration. I'm taking all of it into
Well, I was saying about
consideration.
piece of chicken, like the whole chicken, like when they quartered a bitch up.
With the bones
So
and
it's not
everything,
cooked. It's a raw piece of chicken. Is that what you're saying?
no, but,
You like
Like, a
the
rotisserie.
like-
A rotisserie.
getting a
You
piece.
like the dark meat flavor better than the white.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like if you're ordering breast you're saying you're ordering breast at a chicken restaurant, you think you're getting the piece of chicken on the bone, not the fucking chicken tender.
Right.
Yeah.
But I disagree. I'm not sure I do. I'm not sure if I'm at a restaurant and I order one piece of chicken. First of all, I don't think
Well,
I would
it depends
ever
on
have
the. It's going to say a chicken breast fillet.
It would it
But
would
if
be a
it's just,
descriptor.
like a KFC bucket of chicken, you're
Yeah,
going to have
you're not getting
breast and its bones
it's
and
bones in it.
bones and all, rib
I think
cage.
that if I think a wing is probably my favorite. Like I like a chicken wing,
Yeah.
but if I could only have one piece of chicken, I'm going breast. But only because I only can get one piece of chicken, and I want it to have an impact on my appetite.
I rather it's quality over quantity for me, man. Like that's what my go-to order. When I go to Popeyes or KFC, I order 3 pieces of thighs, and that's it.
So most of my life is quality over quantity. It's only when it interferes with being pragmatic. It's only when it interferes with the solution to a problem.
No, I'm used to being hungry, so
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been watching One Piece.
yes, just one.
You've been sitting in the Popeyes parking lot watching One Piece on your phone.
Yes.
No, I don't
Go
watch.
with it.
I don't watch. The only thing I watch on my phone is YouTube. I don't know how you fucking people watch
While you're
goddamn
driving,
shows.
which is super dangerous.
Yeah.
Plus, given the genetics.
Wow.
yeah, being like 1/8 Portuguese.
Spy Baroon was just a beginning.
Yeah, or old shows. I watched Haiku on this car. Only shows I haven't seen. I've already seen, or that I don't have to like pay super attention to, or like Twitch, which I stopped watching Twitch also as of 2 days ago. I'm just not on Twitch anymore.
Too much for you?
It's too much for me.
Hard stop. Cold turkey.
That's one thing I've never really messed with. I've watched some people's streams, but I've never let me see what's on Twitch today. It just never crosses my
Well, yeah,
mind.
that's the thing. I only watch people like I knew, and yeah. But then I'm not streaming anymore. I don't really talk to a lot of people anymore, and I'm just like, I should just stay off of it.
There's a twilight for all that shit, man.
I mean, it was great while it lasted. Like I had a blast the first 2.5, 3 years doing it. Me and Chris. I mean,
ending
she's still streaming.
Ending something doesn't make the good parts of it less great.
No, but it's weird because it's not just something we watch, right? It was a lifestyle. It was something completely a part of our schedule, our lives, something we did. Like it's hard to remember what things were like and what we did.
Lifestyles of the Twitch and
Before.
Shameless.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Twitch is pretty fucking shameless on
know.
there. But so yeah, it's weird getting rid of a piece of like your daily life that was I don't know, part of your life. I don't know how to explain it. it was like me going to fucking military school or, or coming home from military school. It's like your life is completely different now.
And it was regimented. I mean, it was an intense.
It was a schedule thing. Bobby was all about, he was like, oh, I appreciate the schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at the peak of it, we were streaming like 6 days a week.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, average was 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And then, all of friends, basically, acquaintances are part of Twitch. So, and so that's all the people I hung out with.
Right.
And I still talk to and hang out with them when I'm gaming and stuff.
Right.
It's not the same.
Right.
Anyway, talking about gaming, we're playing The Forest. Have I talked about this? We're playing it for
And then there's the Son of the Forest. Or?
Yes, we're gonna get through The Forest so we can get the Son of the Forest. We started that this week.
Remember, I said it was about that was when the sons of the foresters, they got put out of business. And
Yes.
Poor came back to kill the hippies that were protecting the trees.
Which would be a very interesting movie. I watch it. Would it be a horror, action, suspense?
So it would probably be action, but to me, it would be comedy.
But mainly, I'm on that Diablo bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep seeing YouTube commercials for it in my YouTubing.
They're doing great.
Poor.
Because I mean,
Yeah, fair.
but yeah, as soon as I'm done this, I'm going to go play. But I don't know. I'm playing it mostly solo, and like most people playing in group, I'm playing it solo right now because I don't know. I'm enjoying the story and doing shit on my own.
Yeah,
I think a game like that has a story, I think playing with a group, I mean, I've never done it, but just thinking about it, playing with a group, I couldn't imagine you get all the story out of it.
You can, but also at the same time, it's not you would understand it. It's like Cyberpunk, right? You beat through the story, and then you just fucking.
Oh yeah,
hang out and play.
But if you're trying to, obviously you're enjoying the story. Once you get through the story, mob up and go fuck some shit up.
A majority of the game is that though.
Oh, okay.
Like you get through. I mean, some people don't even bother with the story. They'll just plow through the story, and like it's just a grind. They just enjoy the grind. But like I think I really enjoy gaming with people in groups, but like I'm also kind of sour on that shit. So like I'm just gonna keep to myself.
That's fair.
And I was up last night till like 2:00 in the morning playing Barbecue Showdown 2. That's great.
Barbecue Showdown 2
on Netflix.
So this is a game show styled thing almost. That's like a competition show / reality show. Of
What's it called? Barbecue Showdown?
Two or more barbecuers sort of presenting their homemade styles and recipes to some sort of contest judge panel that would then judge who's the best barbecuer.
Yeah. We're perfect.
Got it.
And they give them certain ingredients and tools to challenge them throughout the ways, and then
a long spatula, a metal spatula, and a long pair of metal tongs.
I'm not sure if people use spatula for barbecuing.
No, I feel like I see. I don't know. I would
tongs,
tongs for sure.
And mops. You'd be familiar. They're
really?
moppers.
Really, mops?
They
mop on the barbecue sauce.
On top. Like the little bit.
But I mean, I remember in the first season, because I like the judges. But this season was really good because like the two people I like the most are the two people that end up like going head to head, and like they're like good friends and shit. Mm-hmm. I like friendly competition, man.
Yeah,
I don't need all the animosity in my life. I don't like people being like cutthroat and shit, man.
I feel that.
I know it's $50,000, but you can still be a decent human being.
Yeah.
And lastly, I watched a movie called Incantation. It's a Taiwanese horror movie.
Not Encanto.
Is it about their independence?
They're praying for Incantation. They're trying to put a spell out there to get their fucking independence.
It's the witch doctor theory.
Like there's elements of just Taiwanese life that's a horror movie.
I mean, a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
It's like about cursing people. It's like a found footage movie. It's got a twist in it. The acting was great. The plot was kind of good, but like, I don't know. I feel like I should like it more than I did. It got a lot of awards and shit, and really high. It's rated high on IMDb and not IMDb, Rotten Tomato and Google. So I was like, oh, that's good. Like I'm nothing to complain about, but I'm just sometimes you're disappointed when you want something good.
Yeah, I hear you.
But that's about it.
Okay, Christopher.
Wow. My parents are here. They came last week.
Yeah.
They came this. Well, I'm going to talk like
So what
today.
all has he fixed and replaced and added onto your house?
So far, he has. Yesterday, I spent part of my day cutting down dead limbs off of trees using this saw he bought. I didn't know this existed. It's a chainsaw blade that you manually pull back and forth. So I spent the part of the morning actually throwing a sandbag with a rope on it up over these limbs, and then my father and I, and then Mason and I are cutting down these limbs.
the Widowmakers.
I'm extremely sore today from doing it. But
It sounds fun for like 5 minutes.
it was
For the novelty of it.
the challenge of. I mean, I'm throwing this sandbag attached to a rope like 40 feet. in the
you
air, so-
sandbagging son
Yeah,
of a bitch.
it was a little bit of a challenge.
And they did this with the Highland Games, right? The
Yeah, that
Scottish-
kind of shit.
Scottish people?
We have a retaining wall out the. If you go out the
Was just
no, because it's broken because they didn't put any drain holes in it. So, anyways, we have a retaining wall. If you go out the basement back door, that it's fucked up when we bought the house, but it needs. I think they're going to do something with that. And right now, I think he's fixing our garbage disposal.
And there's a lot of wonky things with your house when
Well, it is. Yeah,
and
it
then
is
you've been slowly taking care of it.
finding the wonkiness, but
Like how a whole ass stone counter is mounted with no fucking anchors on your wall.
oh my god! Well, we had to fix that. Luckily, nobody died from that. So yeah, they'll be here through the end of the week.
Oh, did you just get your parents to come and fix your shit once for a
a
week,
year.
once
Well,
a
listen,
year?
like I've told y'all,
Last year was the same thing. They fixed up your tent or some shit.
if I don't tell my dad, like if we don't have him projects, he'll start tearing the walls apart. Oh, we fixed our
Get him a PS4
You
and
guys have-
Batman.
he helped with the deck too, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he built the deck.
I'm saying,
So
why
we
don't you
had-
just get out here to work for you?
We had our shower. We have the overhead, and then we have a sprayer on the wall. And the sprayer, there's no water; it was leaking. And he fixed that. At one point in time, he was going to have to cut a hole in our closet to get to it. I'm like, good lord!
Right.
But turns out, Kelly showed me. He's like, yeah, you see this spot? This is where all that water was going. There's like she probably need to replace. It's in the closet behind clothes. It's not like it's a priority, but
You get moldy.
wet spot there. Yeah.
You don't want to get moldy.
No, we definitely don't want to get moldy.
You can get that mold kill paint or whatever.
Yeah, it kills stuff.
But it's on the
yeah.
other side, right? It's on the inside. It was getting wet on the inside.
Well, on the outside, like, yeah, I could see it in our closet. So
Yeah.
our closet, you guys have been in my weird bathroom before, the way it loops around.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they'll be here through, I think they're leaving Sunday. So, it's good to see them.
Yeah, of course.
I will say that my kids like to just go hide and play in their rooms. I'm like, get your ass out here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I do.
You know, because like, this is a morbid thing to say, but with our parents,
it's only so much time.
it's only so much. And listen, you can say how many more years? Nope. How many more hours are you going to see your parents?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't live close,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that's how I was trying to explain to them about that.
I mean,
It's morbid to say that, but it's the truth.
That's what can you explain it to my dad?
No.
So, like, I'm on the kid side. I've been on the kid side of it. Like, I felt guilty about, like, not spending more times with some people, but I'm just like, what does that mean, though? You know, like, there's been times when people were visiting, whatever, when I was a kid, because I'm also a recluse, so, like, I just hang out and play video games or do whatever in my room. But when you, like, go spend time with them, I have nothing in common with these people. I know them, but I don't really know them. I'm just gonna fucking sit there and like
Sure.
look at them. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm
Well,
trying
if
to be
you're not doing
disrespectful.
anything-
It's sometimes it's just fucking awkward for me.
I will tell you, I played Monopoly with my
Yeah,
kids and
it's-
my mom and my wife, and almost got in a fist fight with my daughter over Monopoly that I completely destroyed everybody at. We
So,
played
yeah, with
Yahtzee.
activity.
We played a lot of Yahtzee.
Yeah,
You guys know Yahtzee?
yes,
Yeah.
It's that thing with the dice and
You roll the dice
Yeah.
and you fill out the sheet. It's an awful game. we played a couple rounds, and then my mom always brings. She's got like I don't know what you want to call it. It's a memory game. There's a bunch of cards, and they have
Memory is
they have. So there's two with a bird on it, two with a fish, and you flip them over. I don't know what it's called.
I think
Anyways,
your kids played that.
Yeah, memory.
yeah. So that's
So that's the thing. If you want people to hang out, you gotta have
and Uno. We played Uno.
and
Oh, okay.
the game that never ends.
I love Uno. We have house rules for Uno that make it go quicker, but
But it's activities is the key. I'm the same way with like people. I don't invite people coming over a lot or go to people's house a lot because I feel the same awkwardness. And like unless there's an activity, like when I go to my friend's house in Virginia, it's always like a lifting meat or something. It's always we're never just hanging out in silence.
I think that ties back to Chris's point about like adult male friendship being one of the most complicated things to sort of, because I mean, dudes don't get together and kick it really. You know what I mean? Like
there are few people in my life I can do that with, and those are the closest people to me. Like, I mean, if I can have a friendship with you where we're sitting in the same room, not doing anything.
I mean, we and you have had that conversation.
Exactly.
Like, you and I have been in my shop with them with fucking machines running, not even talking to each other.
And I'm perfectly comfortable. Yeah. Like, that's when I know we're good
even
friends.
That is an activity.
It is.
I mean, even if you're doing something on your own, I mean,
like,
not together. You don't have to engage with each other.
Yeah, but I just
you can be comfortable not engaging.
There's something to do.
But I feel like it's more rare. Like,
you want to come over and watch TV? I mean, that's
yeah. Like women will do that shit. I feel like.
I think. I mean,
if I was invited to, I would for a particular show or something.
Yeah, I was going to say not necessarily in our circle as much, but I think a lot of men still get together to watch sports.
Yeah, well,
whether it's at the bar,
it's still something.
There's an activity. Yeah,
you know, or it's like they'll get together to play golf.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Or,
you know what I mean?
Yes, you're right. It's an activity.
I feel like women will just like they'll just come over for like, do you want to come over and have a coffee?
Yeah,
and just come over and sit together. You guys want to go? And then like,
but they talk about. I guess.
They gossip, the bloody hens clucking in the kitchen.
We fucking don't.
I'm just kidding.
Like, I mean, same with car rides, man. Like, I am very uncomfortable with car rides with people a lot of times. Like, if I'm cool with getting in the car with you and then going whatever and then not saying anything. That's like, people might think that as rude. If I'm not saying anything and I'm in the car with you, it means I'm comfortable with you.
My thing is more so on behalf of to tie it back to Chris's thing is that's why I think mine ties back to the adults. Because like my father could be spending that time actively trying to get to know my kids, asking them questions, and I'd
say my mom is the polar opposite of that. She is super
involved,
brought stuff to do.
Same. That's Laura's mom. That's Laura's mom.
I mean, she's somehow tricked my 15-year-old daughter into. And Charlie is into memorizing the state capitals. I don't know how, but like
they got a little map, the little puzzle map.
Oh, and she brought the puzzle map, and we're racing each other to see how fast.
Are all the states separate?
No, they're not. Like I told Kelly this morning, I was like, I'm gonna get the laser cutter out and just cut out a map of the United States. I said that Rhode Island piece is gonna fall through my rack every time though. I have to put a sticker on that. So
my dad he'll sit at the counter and just look at emails. You know what I mean? When my kids are there, like sometimes like Leia, sometimes Selena have like got their Kindle. Mm-hmm. And like just brought it up to the counter to sit next to him to try to do something with him.
Yeah, so that's,
you know what I mean? Like that's
rough.
Yeah, it's gross, dude. It's fucking gross. I talked to him today, my dad, and he like I was telling him, kids were out of town, blah blah blah, and he carried on with some nonsense for a while. That was fine, but then at a certain point, he was like, "So you're gonna come down for a couple of days while they're away?" And I was like, "Fuck no." And he's like, "Okay, guess that answers that." And I was like, "Dad, it's a 10-hour drive. They get back Saturday.
Yeah.
Laura works today. You want me to take Thursday, drive 10 hours, spend Friday just to drive home Friday night? Like, are you fucking nuts? To what? Sit there and watch you answer some emails? No, motherfucker. FaceTime me and answer the emails."
And
there you go.
And he has like no other kids or grandkids, right?
No, not on one.
Oh.
Great generation, my ass.
It brought you this far.
Yeah, no, he was a good dad. He was a good father. He's just
his job. He's like, job's over. Job's over.
Yeah. He was like, yep. It's like an agreement.
That was like me and Twitch, man. Oh, it's done. We're done.
Yep,
we're done.
All right, part ways from here. Hope it worked out for you.
On my Monjaro journey, I've lost 15 pounds.
Hell yeah!
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm literally just eating. But pretty much what I want, but I don't eat much of it.
Yeah, you don't.
And I'm eating just really one meal a day.
Oh yeah, I started my cut. What day is it? Whatever. I don't know what day it is. It's Sunday.
It's we're recording on Wednesday.
Yeah, I started because I don't never weigh myself much, but like I gained 15 pounds when I went to Japan. 15 pounds in 17 days.
I didn't want to say anything. I'm kidding. I didn't know this.
I can always tell because I've worn the same belt for that's my secret. That's my secret. So I knew I gained more than 2 inches on my waist, and it's really crazy how fast I can put on weight. Anyway, I don't know about other people, but
wow,
yeah.
So
how long have you been on this for?
So 4 weeks. I up my dosage. I was on 2.5, and I go to 5 this week. So that's how.
How much is it? Because that shit is expensive as fuck.
So
On
with
my
my
end,
with
it cost me like over $1,000 to import it, to not import it, to like get it in stock.
so this last I got a 3-month supply, so 12 doses for $25.
Good insurance.
Well, it's insurance, and then they had a $50 off coupon. It was supposed to be $75, and
Yeah.
it was $25.
Man, they're even shaving pounds off the price.
I know, right?
Did you doctor the bullshit them with the?
They did a pre-approval or whatever.
That's the thing. They bullshitted them.
I don't know.
That's what that means. Because normally insurance, that means the insurance does not normally want to cover that because you don't have whatever the disease state is supposed to treat, and your doctor bullshitted them.
Well,
They're paying for you.
some of
Which is
those-
good doctors do that. Not all doctors are willing to do that.
Well, so I went to my GP, and she said no. She said no, that's not approved for weight loss. I'm
Right,
like,
it's
okay.
not.
Google, found quickmd.com. I've got a doctor through there.
That they bullshitted for you.
I don't know what he does. He just does his job.
Yeah.
It's fine,
So-
but it's fine.
That's fine.
I'm like big
some of
on sticking it to the big pharma.
Some of these have been approved for weight loss. That one in particular hasn't. You know, there's Ozempic and
Yes, but
there's
even,
like 10 or 15
even
of them
approved
now.
for weight loss, a lot of insurance companies are like, depends on how big you are. They're like, that's not a health
Yeah.
problem. That's cosmetics.
Yeah. No, I get it. Anyways, just sharing that on here. Started a show on Apple, which been watching a lot of stuff on there. For All Mankind. I watched 3 episodes of it. Let me set it up for you. It's 1960 something. The space race is in full effect, and the Russians beat us to the moon.
Oh, I'm familiar with
And it tells the story
premise.
from there. Like,
How are you liking it?
I'm enjoying it. Kelly doesn't, so it's going to be something I'm going to have to watch on my own. It's got what's the guy's name? The guy who played Flag in the Suicide Squad movies.
Okay, I don't know those guys' names.
Joel something.
Schumacher.
No, it's not Joel Schumacher. But I'm enjoying it.
Back from the dead.
It
Put nipples on the rocket ship.
probably. It appears it's something I can probably watch pretty passively.
Oh, and he's ruining history now
Yeah.
too. Would you look at him?
It's not sci-fi, is it? Is it political
It's
bullshit?
going to end up being sci-fi because
Yeah, 'cause the
I know
technology's completely
well,
shit different,
I watched the trailer, which it was the season 3 trailer, not the show trailer, and they're going to Mars. So
Okay,
surprise.
Yeah.
And I think the whole premise of it, and it's based on some books. but-
red planet, comrade.
yes, yes.
Dude, makes sense. On brand,
You know,
right?
it's funny you say that. There's a VR game called crap. I can't remember the name of it. But the premise is there's a Russian space station, or Russian outpost on Mars that is abandoned, and you have to go there and try to figure out. Anyways, it was a lot of fun, but it was a Russian outpost there. So I'm interested to see where it goes.
yeah.
The show Dave, I've talked a lot
Yeah,
about.
the rapper Lil Dicky.
Season 3. And I don't think I mentioned on here, I watched the majority of it a couple weeks ago. I was behind on it, and then I finished up the last 2 episodes. And man, that show is incredible. Like that, the character that he has built, which I don't know how much, he is like such a neurotic basket case. And it comes out through everything he does. His relationships, his music. The last episode of this season, he gets kidnapped by a stalker with Brad Pitt.
Wow.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It is, but it is so well written, and
It's received pretty well.
yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I've been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know if I mentioned
you've
that,
been mentioning
but Mason and I have been watching that
Yes,
in the evenings.
I haven't watched it in a while, but like, I remember enjoying it a lot.
We're in season 4, and just
It's a
some.
bunch of crazy bullshit.
Oh my god! The things that they do in this show is just, and there's I didn't realize there's so many like reoccurring like background characters. Like there's a guy, they call him Rickety Cricket. Because I guess when they all went to school together, and he went to school with them, and I think he had braces on his legs and they creaked or something. Well, years later,
Bobby can. That's
and he's in love. He's in love with the girl on the show. He's in love with Dee, and like, long story short, he's a priest. He leaves the priesthood for her, but then she's like, "Oh, well, now that I can have him, I don't want him." You know, just chasing after him. Well, he ends
Am
up
I right?
he ends
Surreal.
up homeless, and then there's an episode with the mob, and he ends up being the scapegoat, and they break his legs. It's just so wild. I mean, these schemes they come up with, and Danny DeVito.
It's great.
Oh my God, he is so good on that show. fantastic.
I mean, he got a new following from that show.
Well,
Yeah.
all the little shrines. For a while you see it tons. It's because of that.
It's funny. So we were talking about Danny DeVito, and like, all right, how do you know? It's like my most memorable thing from Danny DeVito is
Twins.
Batman.
So yeah, Batman is mine
And
too. But
Twins
is
too.
in
But,
there
but
also
you know
for me.
that time period, all
And,
those
throw Mama from the train.
all those things, and
Taxi. That's a.
Owen.
There's a thing. There's a show with him in a taxi, right?
in
was that him?
Always Sunny.
No. Was he on the show Taxi?
I think so.
I think he might have.
Okay.
But
That's-
I don't. My reference to him is like, Twins, Batman.
Yeah.
So Mason's reference to him is just Always Sunny.
Yes.
And like Charlie's reference to him is he does commercials for Jersey Mike subs now.
Oh, does he?
And that's how
really?
he knows him. I'm like, it's
interesting.
He's
just
like
so.
as tall as a sub.
It's just so. Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah,
tiny.
he's a little fella.
tiny guy.
It's crazy when people are like interesting enough to stay relevant through the ages.
That is.
My father-in-law
Some people try, but not people
favors him in
succeed.
some ways.
Do what?
My father-in-law favors him some
Danny,
ways.
really? You think so? I don't
had
see
to-
that at all.
I know you won't until now that I've said it.
Oh God, you've ruined him.
Yeah, it's not the same, but it looks like he could be invited to the family reunion.
I got you. That's fair. I watched Renfield.
Oh, how is it?
Renfield.
What is it on?
I think it's on Amazon.
You have betrayed me.
It's not great.
It's not great.
This is me clutching my purse.
I am because I like Nick Cage movies.
I like Nick Cage movies,
but they're not all hits. I have to admit, they're not all great. But
I'll be honest with you, it lost my attention very early. I played on my phone while I watched it, and it didn't catch my attention much at all. I mean,
it sucks.
It's on Amazon for free though.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I did not pay to watch it.
Yeah.
Anything more than my keeping down my non-American football rabbit hole. I bought FIFA 23
Are you really? Did you really?
for the PlayStation.
Really?
Why?
Just getting into it.
I mean,
You're getting into
I
it.
played FIFA 99.
Dude, it's a lot of fun, man. I mean, I like learning all the and you know what? I don't know. I'm enjoying playing. Kelly actually enjoyed playing. Charlie will play it a little bit with me.
It is. It's just FIFA is an awful organization, is all.
It-
It doesn't
I-
matter. If you don't
yeah.
know about it, then who cares?
So is every organization.
Yeah, right. That's why I don't participate in it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it's like Madden. They come out with a new game every year. But it's,
Every
it's
year,
a big,
yeah.
it's a big, whatchamacallit, in game purchase kind of game. A lot of people are fucking it's loot boxes and stuff. People
So it's-
throw so much money at EA over it.
Yeah. So it's
They're
funny.
part of the problem because like when people keep doing these microtransactions in games that are very addictive, it promotes the whatchamacallit, games that keep doing that and
Right.
everything. Yeah.
So my I went and picked it up actually last week after we got done. Best Buy had it on sale for $30. I'm like, I'll go. I ordered it and went and picked it up.
You could buy it for 10 of FIFA 2022 and it's the same game.
Oh yeah, actually, I looked online and I couldn't. It wasn't that much cheaper. I was surprised. But I go there to pick it up and like walk up. I don't know if you guys have ever done a pickup at Best Buy. Yeah, walk up to customer service
pick up
and
stuff.
like they scan your QR and then he's like, FIFA, is that it? I'm like, yeah. He brought it over and he said, have you played this? I said, man, I probably played like FIFA on the PS3 is the last time I played it. He's like, oh, I got lost in this game for about 6 weeks, man. And I spent a ton of money trying to keep up
See?
with people online.
That's
playing
the problem.
Online. And I'm like, I don't really play much online, so I don't have to worry about that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm sure even the WWE games, there's a ton of microtransactions where you can buy new packs with new characters and stuff.
We're probably built different than some of this new video game people generation. I play a lot of games by myself. I'm okay with it. And like, I
Yeah, I
don't
do
feel
too.
like I'm not that competitive either to like trying to keep up with shit. If I can't be good like enough to beat you in a game, I don't care to pay to beat you.
Yeah,
I would love to play with friends online. Like,
I mean,
yeah,
that's
exactly. One of
the only
those
people I
things.
play
So I
with
was
like
talking.
friends,
I was
people I
talking
know.
with Sam and I believe Cody, and I think they both. I play with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
shoot the
Like-
shit or whatever.
And not even, but like, I would prefer not even in a, like, I like when I see those games like of Call of Duty, people where they like play as a team.
Co-op.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I like co-op myself.
You know, like, that shit looks
All the games I
fun.
play is co-op.
The guy at Best Buy, he was talking about. I was like, man, I get my ass kicked playing Mario Kart online. I'm probably not gonna be doing much of that.
Yeah. I got too much shit going on to be good online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the sad
It,
truth.
it
of
really is. It
That and
really is.
also like like a lot of times people are good at certain things because they pick that one fucking thing and they stay with it forever.
Sure.
I'm like, I want to play 6 different games. I don't
Right,
want to
right.
fucking play one game. Like I don't want to play Counter-Strike for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Or World of Warcraft. Shout out World of Warcraft people.
Yeah.
Some people hit me up like, I still play. I'm like,
Oh, you mean
sorry,
you mean what? Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
That's what you say.
Post Malone wrote a song about it.
You know, rip. Sorry for you guys. Go keep on keeping on, but
Yeah.
I did get a little bit of a reprieve from my crazy gaming summer. So the DLC for Cyberpunk doesn't come out until September.
Liberty.
Yeah, Phantom Liberty, which it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it does.
They've upgraded some of the game stuff, and one of the downfalls I think of the game, which I know people have opinions, is like the police only come at you on foot. They never come at you in a car. And with this game, there's going to be an update which they will now engage you in car chases, and you can shoot from your car, which isn't something you've been able to do. So it's a lot of stuff from what I've been reading. You know, this game's crazy modded on PC, and they promote that, like they put out a toolkit to mod the game, and a lot of the stuff that they're putting in this newest update with this new DLC is stuff that people have modded. So I mean, I could probably imagine them going on, you know, and I'm sure they can see the back end of fucking Steam and shit, and it's like, let's see what that does in the game. Sorry, Joe Blow 23, we're gonna steal your mod and put it in the game or whatever.
That's why I like PC games a lot. Well, you can't really do it with multiplayer games, but mods are very much encouraged part of the community. Like Nexus Mod, you can go there and find fucking anything, and like good developers will support, like, because sometimes they'll try to sue you, like, don't fuck with our software or whatever.
Right.
But
yeah, I mean, CD Projekt Red's been, I mean, they put out a developer pack basically for they wanted people to do, and it may have just been let's see what they do and see how much of it we can let's steal some idea. And I'm sure there's some fine print. Anything you create in this program is express written property of CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also like
there's no doubt about that.
A legit DLC versus a mod is, won't fuck shit up.
Right.
Fucking computer won't add bugs. But I know you don't like the new way of gaming, Bobby, like with like the DLCs and you can't play right away, you got to update.
Yeah.
But like it gives games a lot longer life,
it does.
and to develop and to really change and become something better and different. Like when Cyberpunk came out 2 years ago, and now it's completely fucking different thing.
Oh, it is. Yeah, like if you put it in right now and didn't have the internet hooked up, God bless you for trying to get through 1.1.
Yeah, and like,
now it's on 6.1. It'll be 7.1.
How much money have you spent on DLCs?
None, because there hasn't been any yet.
Yeah, because
on Cyberpunk,
right? And all the updates, you get updates for free. Often,
yeah,
and sometimes you get DLCs for free.
Well, even
so like you can pay a game once. And play it for years.
Well, like Jedi Survivor, they updated that they patched a lot of stuff, but they added some content to it.
So, like, it's one of the things I liked about buying like unlimited or like ultimate versions of games.
It comes with all.
I would wait for a year and then just buy the whole thing at once.
Yeah, that's what I did with Ghost of Tsushima. Is I bought the deluxe. Whatever
it's called,
the Granddaddy Edition, and it came with all the deal. Like, there's a whole other island, which that game's amazing.
Yeah, but some games don't finish like. They don't stop. There is no definitive version. Like, it just goes on for years. People are still playing Skyrim, like fucking 10 years later.
Have you seen? I think it's called Starfield. It's a Bethesda game. It's open world.
Yep.
I'm afraid I'm going to get lost in that this fall.
Will. Yeah. If it's going to be good. Like Bethesda, I used to root for them because they're literally Bethesda, local. I drive by ZeniMax on my way to work. But like they've been, sold and management change, and
I think Microsoft owns Bethesda now,
and they've done well. That's a good thing, hopefully, because like they start being shitty. Microsoft bought them out, and hopefully things will be good again because they put out some shit that was awful.
Yeah.
Like Fallout 86 was awful.
Really?
So
yeah. I've never played any of the Fallout games. I know they have a huge following, but the Expanse Telltale game is actually they're releasing it in chapters.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know that. I've never followed a game of theirs from launch. I've just bought the Granddaddy Edition or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you pre-order it, you actually get a whole extra chapter. So I pre-ordered that, and then the AEW game it's got mini games in it. And that game's going to be a lot of fun. I think, even if you weren't a wrestling fan, I think it'd be fun. So
I wish we were into more of the same games because I love to game with you.
Well, we could probably figure something out. Find some common ground.
Find some activities.
FIFA Monster Hunter or something.
That's where you have to kick flaming soccer balls into monsters' mouths.
That's Kung Fu Soccer was like that.
I was going to say that might be a game, actually.
Actually, Kung Fu Panda might be a little bit like that, too.
I'm a couple diorama projects. I've already shown them the Cell, which is the one I did for Cosmic Legions. I'm tweaking it a little bit, making it a little easier to build.
You ever seen that movie as a hot side note? The Cell, Jennifer Lopez.
It's been a long time. It's batshit crazy, but it's good. It might be her best acting job.
I would agree. It might be Vaughn's also.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's very good.
Been a long time.
I feel like she didn't have to say much in that movie.
And D'Onofrio was
always great.
That's why she was such a good actress in that one.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have to say much, and the visual speaks for itself.
The visuals are
So like she didn't have to do much to be good.
Right.
that same dude that he's this Indian fella. He did he did the cell so that he could do his baby. It's like, and his baby's called The Fall. And
I've heard this story before. I don't think I've ever seen
I highly
it.
recommend people check it out. It's not for everyone, but the visuals are amazing, and the end to me is cool. It just takes a certain mind, I think, to appreciate it. That's not a better mind; it's more of an abstract mind to appreciate it. But I think it's pretty smart. And then he also did, I think, the only other film that he did was the Eternals. Not Eternals. That's the Marvel film.
Yes.
It's similar to that in its name. but
Immortal.
it's
300,
Immortals.
yep.
It's the Immortals, and it's
I think it was underrated.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And the dude that played Mickey Rourke, he was in it as like the villain, if you recall, and he had that like big monster dude that wore the like the bull head or whatever. It took that fucking hammer to that dude's balls.
Yeah.
Fucking insane, that movie.
Well, it sounds like a lot. I've got.
And let me, so to speak, that took the hammer to the dude's balls also, just in case.
So to speak. I'm working on the final, what I'll call the production prototype. I had to go into Tinkercad, which is a free step down version of like Fusion 360. It's literally it gives you shapes and you just manipulate. But I made some like control panels and shit like that. I made them before, but I'm like, I can make these better, and I run wires from two of them. It's like, let's just make the fucking holes in it right now, so we don't have to try to drill holes or anything.
You might as well.
I did all that. I've got to do the weathering on it. It's been hectic this week with my folks there, but it's trying to get that knocked out. And then we opened the pre-orders for the Rock Box this week too. So started that on Monday.
Yeah, you want?
Yeah. So it's at. Everybody wants to buy a Rock Box. Crash. Just go to the.
Is there some confusion as regards to the options? I'm seeing some scuttlebutt.
Yeah, so there's two options. There's a Rock Box, which is I think $175, and the pay to play Rock Box, which is it's a deluxe box. There's going to be, it's going to have everything that's in the Rock Box plus more, plus some extra items, and it's $250. So, and that has been by far almost, I think 95% of our orders have been for the
larger one.
The larger one. So
Nice.
Yep, got some cool stuff planned. Looking forward to rolling that out in BotCon here really quick. We got to really bust our ass to get this done. We're kind of behind the ball on it, but that's me, Bobby.
So I don't really have a whole lot. I saw this movie called Tar.
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 Like the sticky black stuff? Or the heroin.
Synonym.
Not heroin.
Synonym? Is that?
Synonym.
No, not
It's
a synonym. Homonym? Sounds the same.
It's cinnamon.
Sounds the same, but means something different. Like here and here.
Hononym.
Havala. Anyway, do you remember that story? Anyway, it sucked. I think it was boring as fuck.
The conversation was more interesting than that.
Yeah, it's a cool kind of premise. I'll go into it real quick. I'm not gonna fucking bore. Fucking motherfuckers fall asleep on the pod. Okay, it's about a composer.
Okay.
The composer is a lesbian married to a woman.
Okay.
The woman that she's married to is like the lead string person in the orchestra. Don't shit where you eat, am I right?
Yeah,
am I right, Joe? And the composer also has a reputation of dating other musicians in the orchestra. And
Sounds
then,
about right.
And then kind of moving them out of the orchestra once she's gotten tired of them. The last person that she fucked and moved out, she actually blacklisted in the music industry, and then that person ended up killing themselves. So all of those components sound interesting.
Sounds like something that
There's an interesting, good movie in there.
Yeah.
It's just not what I got. It is fucking. Look, I like a heavy drama. That's like, it's my bag. It's my favorite type of movie. This shit was boring as fuck, dude. At a certain point, I made a cost benefit. Let me say this: the actress, whoever the lead actress is, I forget. I think she was up for an award for it.
So this was a nominated.
Oh yeah, big deal movie. But the lead actress, she did an amazing job, absolutely amazing job. She has some monologues in there about like Bach and like it's incredible. She does a fantastic job. But there was time I made a cost benefit analysis. At a certain point, I was like, man, You are 45 minutes to an hour in. Are you going to continue?
How long is the movie?
So it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh my god!
And I was like, "You're
Boring
and
as
I said, "You're bored as fuck, and you can't even delineate what the conflict actually is of this movie yet."
Wow.
And I said, and I said to myself, "Are you going to stay up for another hour and 45 minutes to figure this out, or are you going to try to catch up on some sleep while the kids are away?"
And you watched it?
And I went to sleep.
Oh, you went to sleep? Okay.
Yeah.
What if it got good 2 hours and 30 minutes in?
So I caught up with Laura the next day. It did not.
She watched it. Okay.
She watched the whole thing. So anyway, but I wake up probably like an hour and 15 minutes later. Laura's still awake watching it. It's the first time she's ever stayed awake for a movie, I think, in her life.
Wow.
And
it's bad.
Why? I said to her, I was like, "This is the one," and I just went back to sleep. She looks.
Kate Blanchett's in it.
Okay, is that
Okay,
that's
yeah.
her? I was like gonna say she looks like Kate Blanchett, but like
She looks just like her.
yeah, no kidding. She could be just like a spitting image.
I don't recognize anybody else that's in this cast.
But she did an amazing job.
That's expected.
Yeah, they have this whole bit that they kind of touch on oddly enough because it wouldn't seem like the movie to do it in. But there's like she moonlights, I guess, as like a music teacher at Juilliard, you know, and she's like in there, and there's a student in there, and she's trying to get this student to like come out of his shell in a composing sense, right? To like really bring the instruments to life. And she makes a good point about it. It's great dialogue. I would watch that scene again, no problem. Just never the movie ever again, Joe. Ever. But she says like she's trying to run it back to something, and she's trying to compare it to this Bach thing, which is where that speech comes from. But he's like, sorry. He's like, just like as a BIPOC gender fluid person, I just have a hard time listening to white cisgender male music. And she goes into this whole thing about limiting what you're willing to take in as a human for consumption based on demographics and what you're excluding yourself from. And she like goes into like, she actually like, she's like, take for instance, jazz or, I don't know. I think it was somebody else that was like there was somebody else that was on the okay list, and she like said, well, this person also said this about jazz music, which was, I can tell you, not flattering at best, specifically towards racial demographics. But he was obviously a fan of that person's music.
Yeah.
And like, but it made him, he got upset and he stormed off. But you can also tell that in there, he got stumped. And as a student, a young person too, you know, you think you got it all figured out at 20, whatever. You could tell that like what she said made an impact, and she didn't care if he stormed out. Like she was there to really teach. And I really enjoyed that scene.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
if the whole movie was like that, it would have been great.
And the thing is like, so here's the perfect. This is the perfect. That scene was great. You could take that scene out of the movie; has no impact on the movie whatsoever.
It's got parts.
It has no story impact on the movie whatsoever. You know, like, so that's the thing is like, it's a hard one to get.
Where did you watch this?
Watched it Saturday.
No, I'm sorry. What streaming service presented this?
Amazon, I think. Amazon, I think.
It's all the same now. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. And I think that's the only thing that I watched. We've been busy because the kids haven't been here. So Laura and I we went out Friday night and then came back and had like some of the most incredible sex I've ever had in my life. That's not a flex. That's just a side note.
Like
like that type
unrestrained.
That type of sex that makes you want to get back after it the moment that you wake up, like just because you're still in it, you know. So that was great, fantastic. But
what happens if you have no kids in the house?
But it was so. I gotta tell you, this is. And I hate to get too personal, but
no, you don't.
I do in a sense. It was so aggressive. I'm still recovering.
I know the vibes.
You know, like to like that. Man, I don't know if that's some 40+ shit, but I was like, I need to do some healing on my end. You know, like
it's a lot of pent up fucking aggression.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Saturday we went to Tyson's, and I thought I was going to get out of there scot free, and then in the 9th inning I found some shit, and I was like,
choose.
Shorts. I went there, to be fair, I went there for shorts. I need shorts and shirts. I found 1 shirt and 3 pairs of shorts.
Nice.
So, it was successful, but I thought I was going to get out of there scot-free. And then, like, literally the last place we went to, I was like, fuck. And then, actually, a little bit of an issue there. So, like, this place, like, because I am quite the demon at Neiman's, Joe. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Come on, man.
hey, I'm lucky that Neiman's doesn't carry my size on bin or anything. So.
But at these places, right, and it was actually at Saks where I ended up getting caught up. But everybody's working off commission, right? And I get it.
Yes.
However, I like to generally be left the fuck alone.
Yes.
And if you leave me alone and you're polite, I will make sure that I come back to you to check me out.
Yes. Same.
You know, this fucking dude wouldn't get off my dick the whole fucking time I was there. And I was like, in fact, I got so annoyed with him. I wanted to try this last pair of shorts on. I actually broke into a dressing room
Just to not have to
deal with him.
Wow.
I used a credit card. I swiped it
God,
down the
nice.
core frame, and I got into this dressing room. And I would never steal. You know, so like they don't have to worry about that. I would never. I've never stolen a thing in my life. That's one thing I can say. But I got my shit. I went out of my way to get in a separate line that he was nowhere near. I'm second in line, Joe. He comes up to me. And he's like, "Hey, I can take you over here. It's open." You know, and I was like, then I felt like I'm being rude.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, fine. So I gave him my clothes and he walked over there. It's a place that he's not on the register. Somebody else is on the register. They have somebody else in line. He's like, just one moment. And I was like, give me my things back. And he like looked confused and handed it to me. And I was like, I looked back over. I would have already been in line. I would have already been taken care of. And I was like, you took me away from where I was and bothered me. I would have already been halfway checked out. Leave me alone, please.
Wow.
And then of course my wife is like fucking dropping her head in fucking agony of having to deal with me in any sort of public setting. I know I'm fucking right.
Sometimes you're not, but this time you're right.
So then I went back over and it was a lady, a very sweet lady. She's waited on me before. I don't know what the right word is. She's checked me out before, so to speak. But like she was like, I was wondering where you went, and I was like, yeah, I was like this fucking guy. I was like, he wouldn't get off my fucking ass, and she was like, oh, you come here, I take care of you, and I was like, perfect, I love you. I only want to deal with you every time I come in here. But anyway, I digress. So then Sunday we went down to downtown Frederick and had a bit of a walkabout. Nothing really exciting to report, except that we ate at this restaurant, Hooch and Banter or something. You know what I'm talking about? It's near La Paz or whatever. It's like right where Carroll Creek is, like right on the opposite side. Anyway, I say that to say this: if you're ever in Frederick, their crab dip. They had a crab. Yeah, it was a crab dip. It was phenomenal.
That's sand to the beach, bro.
It was
You ordering crab dip is bringing sand to the beach.
Yeah. But I'm not above it. But it's
because your wife's crab dip is the best crab related
but
item
it's so much
I've
work.
ever had.
It's so much work.
And
so
I get that.
It's the third best crab dip I've ever had in my life.
With this, okay,
Number 1 being Dutch's daughter.
okay.
That shit is fuck. I get it every time. I haven't been in a while.
Best I've ever had. Number 2 being my wife's, and then number 3 being this.
Bold statement, Bobby.
Yep. But then I was like, well, fuck, that was fantastic. Let me try the sandwich. It was like a smoked turkey, lemon aioli with some bacon. It was basically a fucking turkey club on French bread. But the French bread was their homemade French bread was what they used for the crab dip. So I was like, I already know I like the bread. How you can't fuck anything else up.
Yeah, it's turkey. And
I'm gonna get this turkey club on a French bread, baguette, and trash.
Really?
Trash. Let me tell you something. So it was just like it just looked like regular deli turkey. It wasn't anything special. It was fine.
Turkey's turkey.
Dude, I was like, man, this shit tastes light on the bacon. I took the top pieces of bread off. It's one piece of bacon
On the whole set?
across the whole 12-inch sub. One piece of bacon.
Weak sauce.
I asked. I was like, let me just ask. Is this normal?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we'll get you some more. And then they brought out like 2 additional sides of bacon. But like, which I didn't, which was overload on the other side. But I ended up only eating half of sandwich and then packed it all up and took it to my dog. I was turned off by it. But if you're ever down there, Hooch and Bander or Band something like that, the crab dip is great. Try it.
But not the sandwich.
Yeah, not the sandwich. Skip the sandwich. And then we came back and just I think warmed up some pizza that we had. Go Pasquale's.
Yes, you were telling me about the local pizza joint.
So we have a local pizza place across the street. It's like a mom and pop pizza shop, and I had it probably 5-6 years ago, and it was fucking awful. It was like Chuck E. Cheese, you know. They got under new membership, ownership, and everything else. I just had it recently. Fucking great.
Pasquale's, huh?
Fucking great. Pasquale's, yeah. It's now King Pasquale's. Let me tell you something.
Oh, they got promoted?
The crown was well earned. And probably, and here's this. You ready for another best of? Probably the best garlic knot I've ever had in my life.
Wow, bold
Big,
statement.
fucking dense. It was a bread bomb.
The problem I have with that in general with pizza places is like, am I going to eat the pizza or am I going to eat the fucking breadsticks? So I hardly ever order breadsticks. It's like,
Little Caesars can help you out with that because they have half
and half?
breadsticks, half pizza.
Hot.
and ready.
But yeah, so I was delighted because now I have like a Domino's fucking option. You know what I mean? That like is like a
bread
little,
with side bread.
Yeah.
Funny you say that about Chuck E. Cheese because I think they still do it. They run a ghost kitchen at Chuck E. Cheese, and I want to say it's something close to Pasquale's is what it's called. They started during the pandemic, and now I think you can still order, but it's basically their Chuck E. Cheese pizza. So that's why I was looking. I'm like, that wasn't a ghost kitchen for Chuck E. Cheese. It doesn't look like it was, but
And then I got Monday. I think it was Monday. Maybe it was Friday. I got the Nerd Rage top 5 G.I. Joe vehicles put together, and I had a Hiss Tank pull your logo across the screen.
Yes, I saw
as
it.
requested. That was great.
It's great.
That ended up being like I was watching. I was like, that was a really good, fun one.
That was.
Like, they don't like the Monsters one was good too. You don't know until you do them.
Yeah.
And it's like some turn out better than others, but it was a good one. Actually, I was like, man, like that was a smart choice.
Thanks. I tried to be. I was really struggling. That was always tough for me to come up with because I initially just think, all right, can I come up with 5 things?
right.
And and it's so topical because of the HasLab and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
And then one last thing that I have is something my baby said. Oh, my sister's going to come up and spend a week too. I teased that it was a possibility last week.
Yep.
It's now going to happen. And I might try to get a Nerd Rage After Dark for that week.
Oh boy.
'Cause she is a fucking riot. And off the chain.
Nice.
Off the chain. Anyway, so last thing. My baby, right? She listens to all types of music. She has a very, very, very diverse palette. You can walk past and hear drill music coming out of her room. You can walk past and hear rock music coming out of her room, R&B, pop, everything.
I wonder where she gets that from.
Right. And she's also like, she's around my wife a lot too. So like she likes Florence songs a lot. Like, she has a ton of different types of exposure, which is great. But she picks up shit quick. Like even like when my Selena was doing softball, they do like these chants, like, let me see you wiggle, 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 wiggle. Like, like this, like, like if you made it on to first base,
Yeah.
they'll like sing these little chants to like, and then you do a little wiggle. They're like, she wiggle, just to make me giggle, giggle. It's like to antagonize the other team, right? Well, first day, Leia learned them all. Like, no problem. Like,
I wonder where she gets that from.
yeah, maybe. Anyway, so we have a Civic and an Explorer. One, it's technically the Civic is mine, and yeah, okay.
That was deserved.
You're right. I guess the Civic is technically mine, and the Explorer is technically Laura's, but they're both just shared vehicles for whether we need a commuter car or a family car.
Right. I know the vibes.
And anyway, so I usually drive the Civic. But I'm getting ready to go out, and I'm going to take the Explorer. Long story, I need to take the Explorer. The kids are here still. I'm sitting in the fucking car of the Explorer, and I'm getting like my playlist together that I'm going to play, and I'm making sure some other shit on my phone. And the baby walks past my door and just looks up and says, "What you doing up in that car, Sasa?" And let me give you a little context. That's a Chief Keef lyric.
Oh my god.
from an extremely ignorant record that I didn't even know she was listening to. And I lost my fucking mind laughing. I laughed for probably 15 minutes. Like I reclined the seat in the car. I was like, I just need a minute to get what you doing up in that car, Sosa? Anyway, later on that night, we actually gave her a bit of a treat because we were driving home from something. And I think it was actually a record that doesn't have curse words in it, but it's another song that I'm kind of into at the moment called Drones. It's by this band it's really one guy, but called Grandson.
Okay.
Anyway, I recommend people check it out. It's a good record. But we're listening to it in the car on the way home, and she's like, she always says when she likes something, she'll be like, what is this? You know, and I'll be like, it's Drones. She'll be like, no. Singer and name. And I'll be like, it's Grandson Drones. She's like, okay. So then as soon as we get home, she runs upstairs, right? And she's like, Alexa, play Grandson Drones. And then she comes back down like with her head in hand, and she's like, it has bad words and Alexa can't play it for me. And I was like, ugh. I was like, I didn't
really?
I didn't even know. So we have it set. We have it set for her so that she can't just be rocking any old fucking thing, you know? But anyway, we decided to take it off, the child thing off, because like, she just loves fucking.
She loves music.
She just loves music, man. I don't know. I hated fucking denying her of it. I was like, look, if you hear words, you know you can't say them. We just had to talk about it, and,
right?
And so now she like went upstairs, and I mean, she got lit. Like she was playing music in there. It was like 9:30 at night. I walked in. I was like, you got to turn it down. You got to. And she was like, you hear my music? You hear my music?
That's cute.
Yeah. And that's it.
It's cool that she's that into music at that age.
Yeah. It's good. Where you going? What you doing up in that car, Sosa? And she said it with just that tone. That car, Sosa. All right. So notes. We have a lot of notes this week. Not a lot of questions. So we have some rest in peace announcement to John Romita Sr.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know, that's a bummer. I mean, he's 93 years old or something.
Yeah.
Hell of a life, hell of a contribution.
I don't think I knew the dude was still alive, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
His son's still a legend. Hell of, like his hell of a legacy. Like,
I know his son's work. I mean, I know he created a lot of stuff, but
Right.
Romita's art was just, to me, it was impactful because it was... I'm talking about his son. This is silly, but I always enjoyed his style because it was so different, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I still would enjoy it. He's still working, so...
But hell of a contribution,
Yeah.
you know? Thoughts and prayers to family, friends, and fans. Wheel of Retirement. Fucking Pat Sajak is retiring
really?
from fucking Wheel of Fortune
Dun, 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 dun. I watched Wheel of Fortune.
after
Almost every
41
day.
seasons.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, does Vanna have to go with him?
Well...
Is she still around too?
Yeah.
Wow.
So my family has a running theory that Pat Sajak keeps Vanna White chained to a radiator in his basement, and she just comes up for.
I can believe it.
She just comes up to work. I'll tell you, if you ever want to see something, so Pat Sajak had some sort of, I don't remember what, he had some sort of medical issue, and he had to have like emergency. I think it was an appendectomy, like an emergency one. So he was off for 6 weeks or so, and I guess it just like happened, and they were in the middle of filming. So Vanna steps in to host, and she's like Bobby, you'd say, no. The next person's just very cut and dry. I'm sorry. No. I was like, no. And moves on to the next one. Apparently, Ryan Seacrest is rumored to take.
Oh, really?
Wow. He's going to do a whole another season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like Ryan Seacrest is like a huge Hollywood hack.
I mean, he was really big for a while. I
Yeah,
thought,
but like, he
I thought
doesn't
hosting a
really
show would
bring
beneath him
anything
on
to
some
the
shit.
table.
Well,
he's a
I mean,
host.
he's a host, so he just left.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he's exceptional at it. I feel like it was just American Idol was so big, it kind of made him big.
Well, it was two of them, and then like they just got rid of the other guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember that early on.
Now, I mean, like I very much remember when I first came to USA in 1990. Like that was
USA.
and back when the TV was like the clank 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 fucking
Yep. You had
dial,
4 channels, yeah.
and that's like it was fucking Wheel of Fortune with Pat Sajak and Jeopardy with Alex Trebek every fucking night.
7 and 7:30.
I would
exactly.
imagine.
So like that's kind of like
I would imagine Wheel of Fortune, it would be helpful if you were trying to learn English, just because it's literally,
my dad made me watch the fucking news.
okay. That works too, I guess. Probably not as fun. I remember
He ends up talking like Retgar and shit. Like,
You talk TV, I talk
Interesting.
TV.
It would be great.
I saw something. It was like, I saw this funny thing the other day. It says a teenager at work asked me if I ever saw a PS3 in real life. If you need me, I'll be walking into the ocean. But so I was, we were watching that, and I said, how old are you? I remember before they actually gave a cash prize on Wheel of Fortune. It used to be, you'd win $4,000, and they'd have a showcase. And do you guys remember this?
Yes.
They would show, it'd be like, oh, I'll take the ottoman and the chest of drawers and the bicycle. And it's like, if you got down under $500, they just gave you gift cards or whatever. But yeah, I remember before they actually gave out money. Speaking of game shows, last night, we just flipping the channels. My parents were home. We're all watching TV, and Celebrity Jeopardy's on. They actually do Triple Jeopardy. They make an hour-long episode. It was Patton Oswalt. You know who he is?
Yeah, he's like a comedian slash writer.
Voiceover stuff, too. And then I can't remember. Her first name's Candace. She's a basketball player. She does commentary and stuff. And then an actress I didn't recognize at all. I think her name was Theory, maybe. Anyways, Patton Oswalt won. Yeah, he had like $45,000 at the end. The other two, like, they barely made it to the end because they were negative almost the whole show. But he was just wiping the category.
Yeah, he's smart, dude.
He's exceptionally well read as well. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say there's anything else I was going to... It is interesting, like, to think about that era, the 7 to 8 o'clock spot.
Yeah.
Because, like,
that's so memorable.
Now, both of those icons will be gone in different ways, mind you, of course. But it's interesting.
Isn't Pastor Jake local, too? I thought he was a Maryland guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, he lives somewhere around
Like,
here.
he lives
No
close.
kidding.
Yeah.
That's where he keeps Vanna White. Yeah, in the basement. It's a basement home.
Let's try to find her.
Well, his first job was
Free the guys, you know
he
what
was
I
a radio DJ in Nashville.
Oh, really?
At like the big country AM station. Yeah.
The next one is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Put out a trailer.
Yes. But
Talk
it's
about-
not going to be till fucking early 2024. It was supposed to be winter 2023.
So, what are your thoughts?
Great. I can't wait. I
look
fucking, yes.
To you, the trailer check all the boxes.
Yes.
Feel good.
I
yes.
the trailer
Yes.
looked great. Honestly,
Fucking
I didn't even
100%.
realize
it's
it
so
was.
fucking different.
I didn't
It
realize
looks
it was
good
a
to me,
Final
too, but I don't know
Fantasy
what I'm looking
product. I didn't know
People
it
are
was,
going to hate it.
Oh, really?
Or some people who want the same shit.
Right.
They're going to hate it.
I saw I think I saw it as a commercial, and I didn't realize it was a Final Fantasy game until they showed the title at the end, the title card.
Something to stay alive for. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Anything works at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has nostalgia in certain the scenes and the characters. Like, yes, that is the fucking
the
scenes
spirit.
and the people
Right.
from before.
Right.
And then this shit that's completely different. And it's like, I wonder what that is.
Right.
You know? So and we should have known that because the end, like the first Final Fantasy remake, like up until the 9th inning is the same. Almost identical, and then it fucking goes off the rails, and people lost their shit.
Right.
This is different, but I'm like, but that should set you up for the expectations that it's not the same fucking game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I hope it all works out.
It should have been. Oh, hopefully it's not going to end up like fucking Star Wars, right?
God.
Because like episode 7, it's like,
my heart will bleed for you, Joe.
episode 7 was like, look, it's the same shit as before, but we're going in a different direction.
Yeah.
And that direction,
Yeah.
can be good or bad.
Yeah.
Image takes Hasbro's license for G.I. Joe and Transformers comics. I think that's
From IDW.
From IDW. So the
they lost the license.
IDW lost the license at renegotiation.
Or they didn't
I think
renew.
I'll always be bitter about that shit.
Yeah, me too, to an extent, but I won't be bitter about the loss of license. I'll be bitter about just Hasbro inserting themselves into it.
That's what I mean. Like just the ruining of a good thing.
Yeah, I agree, but
I mean, Image had G.I. Joe at one point, didn't they?
I don't know.
Because they weren't on this. They were separate for a while.
Yeah, I know Dreamwave had obviously, and you know,
all of
Shout
like
out to
4
Pat
issues.
Lee.
yeah. Somebody recently made this whole thing on Instagram about like,
That's like 20 years ago. Who cares?
dude, it was like, it was because that I looked at that Dreamwave inspired War Within Devastator, and they were like, bold to mention Dreamwave. We don't really talk about that. You're not supposed to really talk about that.
Why?
And I was like, dude, why? Shut up. Like, it is what it is. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want.
Yep. I
These motherfuckers get under my nerves, man.
still have those comics. I love that art.
Actually.
But anyway, say that to say this. I was happy to see that they landed back again somewhere where they have where nobody else can take ownership of it. And, like I would worry if they signed with Marvel, even though I think it's kind of like an obvious move. I would worry because of all their license agreements with Marvel and Disney and blah, blah, blah. But I would always worry about what the future for that could be.
I mean, it could be in Marvel. I mean, it's Disney making Transformers, right?
Yeah. So
I don't know. I don't know if that was how it would go.
So
I mean, could it be any worse?
Well, I don't know. Yeah. But at the very least, like they're as long as they have complete control of their shit, it always opens the door for them to put the right creative people in that spot. So it has happened. Yeah.
So instead of a reboot, it's gonna be a new series, I assume.
I would assume.
Do you think? I mean, does Hasbro have a hand in it or no?
I don't know.
It might be.
I mean, that was the whole issue. It's not that IDW didn't have good people in these places.
Wonderful people.
They just got fucked over.
Marilyn Manson would say, beautiful people.
I just looked at G.I. Joe in 2001, Devil's Due got the license, and they published it through Image.
Oh, really?
For quite a while before IDW had it. So,
gotcha.
So it is kind of a homecoming for them a bit.
So we'll see. I'm open to it. Whatever. Then there was a trailer for My Adventures with Superman, an animated series. Anyway, I watched the trailer. I gotta admit, I wasn't really taken back by it.
Is it a animated like Batman the animated series? Is it that style?
I would say it is the most anime style DC animation that I've ever seen.
Okay.
Gotcha.
That's not to say it is anime, but I would say it's the closest. But there wasn't anything about it that really grabbed me. Much like...
I mean, you don't like animated stuff in general, usually.
Yeah, but sometimes they can get a hold of me. Like when they did like, what was it, like... Justice League Dark and stuff like that. Like I was like, all right, this is interesting. Let me check this out. But like this didn't do anything for me. But neither did this next thing, which just seems like a part of regular DC animation. But it's DC War World. So the trailer's in the notes. It's so. What do you do? Like it's like, man, like what do you do when you've run out of ideas of what to do with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman? You put them in the Wild West, partners. And now it's like,
man, Todd McFarlane is salivating at the toy possibility. Can put a hat on.
There's probably already a cowboy Batman out there somewhere. I'm sure.
Todd will make it. He'll make any Batman.
And so I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. It doesn't look interesting. It looks uninspired, and et cetera. It might be based on. It probably is based on a comic because most of the stuff is, but that doesn't mean that it's good to me either. There is a season 3 trailer or season 4 trailer of The Boys, or teaser, which is just a Homelander performance. Have you seen it?
I don't remember if I saw it.
I'm gonna play it because it is a testament to what this dude is doing with this character.
Okay,
stand by. He's so good.
He really is.
He's so good.
Whatever. I don't even remember what scandal he was in at some point. In
real life?
Yeah,
I don't know either.
Yeah, it wasn't important enough for him to not play this anymore.
Or either Amazon just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, or whatever it is. But he, like the kind of like megalomaniac, like / insecure / like, spoiled child that he brings to that whole thing, like in just little subtle ways, is like,
it's great.
It's great,
and it's seems very realistic of what could happen to somebody if they had fucking superpowers.
Oh, absolutely,
100%.
Much this to me, that is much more likely than Superman.
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah, easily.
What if he sucked his thumb all the time? What if he constantly was sucking his thumb? Even like when he's out doing superhero shit, he takes his glove has no thumb just so he can suck his thumb.
Yeah,
rest of the hand.
Or I had like one of those, just like his flap here that he peeled down. He could just peel the thumb part off.
Oh yes, Bobby. Like you like the mittens where you can flip the thing back, but it's just the suckling thumb.
Yes.
Title.
There was also a trailer for Stan Lee documentary coming to Disney Plus. You hate it?
No, I don't. It's fine.
I liked it.
I know I liked him, but I mean, we've all heard his story so many times.
Yeah, but it looks like I don't know. I thought it looked good.
I thought a documentary though, not a
yeah, and it looked
movie.
like it was going to make me cry. I'll tell you, to be honest with you, like it looked sad.
Yeah,
but all like seeing the old footage of him and everything.
I wonder if they'll get into that, like, he was definitely taken advantage of in his later years by his handlers, financially, and I think literally you put anything in front of him, he'd sign it.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole bit about him changing his name to like hide his Jewishness and stuff. Like, you know, there's a lot of like interesting stuff to that guy's life. Anyway, Secret Invasion, the final trailer was more like a TV spot than a trailer.
I'm not excited for that. I
am not either.
Yeah, same. I'm just not excited in general about that shit anymore.
I really like Samuel L. Jackson, so I'll probably watch it just based on him being in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm definitely.
I mean, it's definitely gonna. You know what? I can't even say that because there's a lot of Marvel movies I haven't watched now.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like, yeah, I'll watch it anyway though, but I can't even say that.
Yeah. I do have Wakanda Forever. I bought it if you want to borrow the DVD.
It was on plane. I didn't watch it.
Huh? It might be playing on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus too.
Then we have another Ahsoka TV spot.
I'm more interested in that.
Wasn't much to it though.
No, it was a little short.
Yeah.
With Thrawn's backside and shit, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think they've shown that before, and they call him heir to the Empire.
Yeah, they don't actually say his name in the trailer.
This is still before Episode 7, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it's all during the Mandalorian era.
Like the period between the fall and the rise.
I'm excited to see what
So
they
I
do.
guess he shows up and fucking goes away before that.
I'm excited to see what they do with the Rebels characters in general.
Yeah, I've been seeing. I mean, I don't know.
I think
I like
Sabine
Rebels.
looks. I mean, they shown Sabine and Hera.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Ezra. That's to me.
I
that's
think
the missing-
Ezra. I mean, they've cast somebody in the role, so you're going to see.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I wasn't even aware.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see that just because I like Rebels.
I
It
did
feels
too.
good to see
Rebels
people. I
is
mean,
great.
same with Ahsoka. It feels good to see animated people in live action when you love that.
And you
shit.
got space whales. So
and and it makes them
Turbos,
more
whatever.
canon, I guess, because they are interacting with the world.
And Ezra, I would just like to know what happened to him.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is really going to flesh that out.
Yeah.
And like they kind of showed up at the last fucking anime battle and at 9. Like the ship, the ghost,
the ghost was there. And then the last note is a trailer for Star Wars Outlaws
Oh my gosh!
video game.
Boing. Take
was-
my boner to my leg.
It was like a TV spot. What did you love about it? Tell me about it. Everybody thought that one guy was going to be Kyle Katarn.
Well, I mean,
and they call him like Jalen or something.
I just like that it's truly it's an open world, multiple world game. I mean, it's Jedi Survivor, but you can go anywhere.
You can go to Desert Planet.
And you were talking about DLC and
Yeah.
like, hey, we've added
Infinite Planet.
this planet. Now you can go fuck all around there forever.
It's going to be Tatooine and Mustafar. You know? That's what you
Like how many? So you get here it is. You gave me Jakku
Yep.
and Tatooine. That's it. That's the two starter.
Then the DLC is Hoth.
Yes.
Because it's just Tatooine with a white.
Right. They just put it over. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a white
then-
skin.
And the Kashyyyk is just Jakku with trees dropped in.
Whitewashing Tatooine.
And then there's they give you Endor.
Yes.
And they give you
Well, Endor and Kashyyyk they
Kashyyyk.
could do the same
Yep.
planet and just like invert them.
Yep.
Coruscant would be nice.
Coruscant would be amazing.
They just take the Endor trees and just
There you go. Just make them taller. Just like you take the Ewoks and you just stretch them out and you make the Wookiee.
Exactly.
They could've-
Which I guess makes sense evolutionary.
You could have really, like, if they want to make an open world game just on Coruscant alone, it's so fucking. If they would really want to flesh that shit out, that thing
It's
is
more
infinite.
than enough.
So in the Last Jedi game, you start out on Coruscant and you can go back there, but there's just not a lot you can actually do. But it's really cool the way they have it laid out.
Yeah. And that's it for notes. And we only have one question. So I was going to mention one other thing.
Well, real quick, why don't we make sure people know where they can send questions?
Of course. Let me do that.
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
So recently, the Dummies did a video about collector cliches.
Yes, you did.
And
I know where this is going.
so this guy in one of these groups.
Is this a bit or is this legit?
It's a bit.
That rhymed. No shit.
No. But like he made a post like.
But he did it as a bit.
100%.
Not as a real.
100%. Because
Okay.
it's pretty much every single one of our in order.
Yeah. That's great.
And you saw it. So like it's just all this stuff. But then like the amount of comments from people that didn't understand it
Oh, you're talking about on your post?
on my post that thought they did understand it, and then some of them took it as a means to attack me because of this guy's post was so fascinating to me.
They can't wait. They can't wait to talk shit.
Poor Tim K. I mean, like he just like I like Tim K. Like he's a good guy, but like he didn't get it, and he didn't take anything out on me. But he was just like, you know, he was talking about the guy's punctuation, which became the thing. But the post was, the post was from this guy Mike Smith, and he said, which if that is your bloody real name,
Have you seen how you can post
Mike Smith, indeed.
I don't know if you've seen you can post anonymously in groups now.
No, you can post
Anonymously. There's a box you
really?
can check. It says
Wow.
post anonymously.
huh?
It's funny. Some groups, it seems like if somebody posts anonymously, people immediately attack them.
Yeah.
But if they post it with their name, they don't.
So he said, here's this week's Hallelujah. Found this bad boy while I was out hunting in the wild online after not being able to find it from all these crummy scalpers everywhere. But I finally found it, pulled the trigger. Ouch, my wallet. But I finally got the prey off the stoop. The pictures don't do it justice, but it feels so good in hand. Here are my thoughts. The red is so candy-like, the fantastic. It looks like Optimus Prime. The yellow looks so vibrant. It's so much better than the stupid gold chrome. Easy pass, rewind is amazing, but he has the gold paint. Ew. It should have been yellow, and torso and legs should have been all flat like the cartoon. Why do these two have surface details? They have nothing like the cartoon. So time my sell, I guess. It's mint and steel box. Friends and family only. Please pay the fees. And it is all just taking the dummy's bit. So but it doesn't have any punctuation. It's true. It could have used some punctuation.
Well, that's
But
part of
It's,
the bit.
it's funnier that doesn't.
I think it's,
I agree. But like I'm trying to find
now, did the person who wrote this send this to you, or did someone find it in a group?
someone found it and sent me a screenshot.
Okay. I figured that's what it was.
And let's see. I'm trying to find the one. There's this dude who there's one dude in particular. I mean, a lot of people on here. I was just like, and then there was other people that started commenting like, it's obvious like who watched the episode and who didn't, and you know, I felt embarrassed for a lot of these people, especially when they argued with me.
Yeah.
When I was like, you guys don't get it. And they're like, no, you don't get it. There's nothing to get here. Blaster's great, and he needs punctuation.
That's funny.
But let's see. You know, some people were like, I would be like, dude, you're missing the joke, and I would send the link, and they'd be like, watching it now. Disregard. You know, some people were cool about it.
Yeah.
But here's one. This is from Brant. He says, you mean he agrees with you and your subjective opinions. There's no it to get. I love you, Skullface, but I haven't agreed with you in years about Transformers or Star Wars for that matter.
Ooh.
Oh,
I know. Ouch. That's where he got me. The masterpiece market as it is now is exactly what I'm looking for. I do feel for people that don't like it, but I don't want to change because I'm personally in heaven. I don't want unnecessary details. I want the cartoon with 3D action figure proportions minus the poor animation. That's the problem, though, isn't it? That gold chrome on Blaster was terrible, and I thank God they changed it. Yes, I hope they re-release the Dinobots in yellow. If you don't like what Masterpiece Market is, might I humbly suggest, all caps, it isn't for you. And I said, Brant, you're missing the joke. And I put the link in. He said, I haven't watched it yet, but I could tell that guy was posting a sarcastic review of Recorder and sort of in line with your views and current state of Masterpiece, but I'll watch your video. And then I wrote, it has nothing to do with Recorder or my review. It'll make sense after you watch it. It's just like, motherfuckers are so exhausting, man. Like,
that's why you don't have any spoons.
That's like, when people are like, why would you take the shit off YouTube? Because every time I interact with the public, I have to deal with fucking idiots.
Yep. I mean,
That's why.
general public are mostly idiots. It is the way.
Yeah, I guess. And I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with idiots. Yeah. You know, like that's what sometimes sometimes Nerd Rage. So here's a quick fun fact too. Nerd Rage doesn't always post to YouTube. I'll tell you the reason why. So the posting to YouTube is done automatically through Podbean. Mm-hmm. It can only be done once every 7 days.
Okay.
So I post every Thursday. Mm-hmm. So if I post at 8:59 on Thursday, next week I have to post at 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. Next week at 9:01, 9:02,
that's weird.
9:03. It has to be more than 7 days.
If it double stacks, it just doesn't publish.
It won't publish.
That's dumb.
And it's honestly, the effort it takes to make the video and then put it up is not worth what it does on YouTube.
Right.
And I know that hurts. And if you're on YouTube, I do feel for you. I'm sorry. But like, it's just not enough. But like, oftentimes I'm like, oh, that's one less place I got to deal with a fucking comment on.
Yeah.
Great.
That's true.
No, are there there's usually not any bad comments.
No,
though,
usually
on
not.
it.
Usually not. But it's always a gamble. You know, you never know.
I mean, I just stopped reading fucking comments years ago. It's
I
better
don't-
for my mental health, but you have to because you're the creator.
Yeah,
You
and I
have to
don't
interact.
care about bad comments.
Yeah, it's dumb comments.
It's dumb
Yeah, it's dumb
comments.
and just
If people are like,
what
man,
it is.
fuck this, you suck, this sucks, cool. I'm good with that.
yeah.
It's just when motherfuckers is just wrong about some shit. And then the only other thing I'll go ahead and do this listener question first. We may have got it in a second. No, we didn't. So this is from our good friend Alan Mack. Or Al Mack. He says, good days, gents. Hope we are all well and good. It was a great meeting you at Bobby Shindig. Joe would like to have the chance to meet you and shoot the shit. You should let the four dummies do a live critique of your house next time.
They can.
Question.
They had a key to my house.
Yeah, that's true. We
They
should have
could've.
done it. Question.
Legitimately.
Question time. 1. Have you ever bought from Takara Tomy directly? If so, how?
No, I could when I was in Japan.
Yeah, have you, Chris?
I have not because I don't live in Japan. I don't know that you can. I think you
I
got
bought
to
it-
use a proxy or a whatever they call it.
So I bought it from. I think I bought one of them from Takara Tomy Mall,
Oh yeah,
which is like their store.
Yes.
And I think it was a Seeker or a Cone Hit. I can't remember what it was.
sense.
But I bought something from them that was supposed to be exclusive to them through the mall. And I think if you just Google Takara Tomy Mall, it should come out. I'm guessing if it's still a thing. Let me
Find out.
Well, I know, I think there's a figure Mason was chasing that is an exclusive.
Let me see. I'm just going to type it in real quick. Sorry, listeners. Trying to do good. I'm trying to do right by one of your fellow listeners.
I mean, we have access right now. We got to find out.
Let's go to all. It's there. TakaraTomyMall.jp. Takara Tomy Mall like you're going to a place with multiple stores in it. .jp. So that's where I bought it from. I don't know if it's worthwhile doing business with or not, but that's where I bought it from. 2, are any of you backing the G.I. Joe HasLab? Christopher?
Yeah, I'll be getting a couple of them. I haven't
couple
actually.
of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude's trade bait. Those things.
Trade
trade bait or sell it later. I got 2 his tanks coming. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of on brand for
That's
him to
yeah.
do that.
I mean, and honestly, like
it's not that expensive.
it. I mean, they're what 270.
Yeah, 40.
It's the price of a Hot Toys figure, essentially.
yeah.
Right.
And then you're
'Cause
going to
they're
get your money
$300
back.
now.
You guarantee to get your money back on, so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
To have a second one.
No doubt.
And Chris, did you try the whiskey?
Who is this coming from?
Alan.
I have not yet. I'm waiting on a special occasion to
No, I'll
try.
come have it with you.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'll have Joe, or I'll bring it over here when it's just a little. It's probably 3. It's probably enough for 3. Us 3 to try.
Oh, one of those little.
What is
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
What
yeah.
is it?
It's a little. It's written the name of it on the top.
Okay.
There's some specificity to
Oh, it's
what
a
he does.
special. Shit. Yeah, I would like to try that.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. I'll try to remember to bring it over.
So like ferment it with some dude's spit or something like that.
I'm sure that's it.
You can actually taste the Protestant in it.
That's right.
Not for me,
wow,
then, I guess.
wow.
All the best boys. All the best, comma boys, and have a good day.
Punctuation.
Yeah,
Punctuation's
yeah.
important there.
Don't spill any coffee at the table. Yeah, no doubt. So then the only other thing I have, because we have a hot topic, is I had this little thing I had written in here to bring up, and then I can delete it out of my notes. Does anybody appreciate anything anymore? So let me go into this a bit more. Everything feels so oversaturated, right? We don't have just one superhero movie coming out. We have 10,000 fucking year, right? Mm-hmm. You don't get excited about a music release and have to go to the store to get it. It's going to be on your phone on Friday. And
If you look hard enough, it's probably out there even before it comes out.
correct. Even with video games, you can kind of do the same thing. You can play a beta version of something, and then it's come out. You can just download it straight to your thing. Doesn't matter. And I think even movies, we've all gotten to a point, Joe, like we used to be excited about Marvel movies. And I'm using Marvel arbitrarily here, but like now, like even Air, right? Like I wanted to see Air. And I just waited a month, and it was available on streaming.
And honestly, that just kind of happened. Like I plan to go see it. The cards never aligned, and then I can watch it for free. I might as well just do that.
Right. Do you think, is there anything out there that still garners like that, like anticipation and excitement of something? I don't even feel like it's really there with toy releases so much anymore. It's like, I don't know if
There's
it's
so much of it. Like,
it's so much.
There's so much of it, and I think on the toy releases, it's like the weight. Like oh man, they showed the Padme Hot Toys figure. Well, that'll be cool when it comes out in 2025.
I mean,
it's
that's
just
the problem in general with like announcements.
that delayed
It's too late.
satisfaction.
Same with movies for me, or even games. Like when they're like Rebirth, Final Fantasy Rebirth won't come out for another fucking year. Like I am upset. Like why do you show me this and then tell me I have to wait a fucking year?
Right,
Who knows what's gonna happen between now and then?
Right.
Like
Right, they could change
I don't
it
know what the
12
right
times.
window is, but I think it's under 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like I think about it sometimes like
I get excited about like if I'm going to a wrestling show, I get excited.
An
about
event.
An event
because they
Yeah, 'cause-
are exclusive. They are only one thing.
Right,
You have
and
to do
that's
that
and
live.
I think
and you
I
have to get
think
tickets.
I think you're onto something.
the event. I mean, like even if it's just us, having a get together or whatever.
Yeah.
I look forward to that because that's you're right. It's one of one. Like
Yeah.
you make those memories there, and that's it.
That's
The
it.
event's over. You catalog that, and
You have to go then.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
And if you miss out, you miss out.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like what we do at the former Transforming Robot Conventions, at BotCon with the party and the rock box, I get excited for that.
Right.
But it's like secondhand excitement because I'm excited to see other people. Get
Right,
excited.
right.
But at the same time, it's an event and it's a good time. And I don't know, maybe I seem to get more excited about that. I mean, I'm excited. So we're going to see Flash this week, and I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
So actually, I
I've
am a
had
little
that on-
excited about that too.
When was the last time the three of us went to a movie?
Oh God, Did you go to episode 9 with us at the theater?
No, he went like the day. You went a different time with me, didn't
I went
you?
with you, yeah, separately.
Yeah, you went to 8. You went to 8 with us.
Yes. So that might have been
Maybe in game. Did you go to in game? I think
Yes, I went to In-Game.
Okay,
Okay,
so that was
In-Game.
probably it. So you and Chris were both there. I
Yep.
remember. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
probably it.
Yeah.
it was like, and I think that was all of our families there
Yep.
too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a
time.
big,
that-
we
That was
took
a-
over
that was-
the
that
whole
was-
back of the theater.
Yeah, that was the last big movie that I think we went to.
Yeah.
But that was the year. I mean, that was,
2018.
I think it
Holy
was
shit.
2019.
5 years ago.
But that was the
No, it's 2018 because in game came out.
That was pre-COVID.
Hang on, was
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
it was it
COVID
in-
was not
was it
2019.
in game or
It was 2019. It was whatever year episode
Infinity
9.
War.
'cause it all
Which
came
one?
out. I think Infinity War came out the year before.
okay? So did you? It was in game and it was 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
and that was if you think of like 2019 is one of those years for me. Like it's like
It's wild. It's,
Yep,
it's,
like
it's crazy.
The whole Adam thing happened in 2019. Fucking episode 9 happened in 2019. Endgame happened in 2019, and Game of Thrones closed in 2019. You know, I remember we had like the whole discussion of like it's hard to close. It's just kind of ironic, like thinking about it all in hindsight. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go see Flash. Maybe I'll come back because the show's so short. I'll come back and put my little quick little blurb on it.
That'll work.
So yeah, shout out to the rest of the Cool Table. As far as I'm concerned, if you listen to it, you're part of it. Shout out to Dante on Facebook. Shout out to Phil on Twitter and our notes. Shout out to Raul. I still need that password and stuff. Shout out to Ricky Ticky Timber on the videos. And with that,
Flappy Labius.
Tasty taint.
tight dick player. All right, so we are back from seeing the Flashes. Actually, we saw the Flash on Thursday, and we're recording this on Sunday. So we've sat with it for a bit. We're going to do non-spoilers and us with a score, and then with a brief overall thought of what of how we view it and what we think of it, and then we'll do some spoilers for good, bad, and ugly. So non-spoilers, my score is a 6 out of 10. A D. What would you give it?
Probably the same, maybe a 6.5, but
So I think it is. I think it's like kind of just it's uncompelling. It's like
there's like some droplets of depth, and the rest of it is very superficial.
yeah. It really, unfortunately to me, it does feel like they just were doing anything they could to get 89 Batman in there, and like I don't know. I don't think it like I don't think it does anything for it. Like I don't think that universe or that world or is in any way enriched by having Michael Keaton's Batman in it.
Yeah, I think the vision of the movie became
Batman.
all of the cameos and pop-ups and all of that, and the vision of the actual what should have been important about it was not focused on.
I agree. And I also think that anytime that you do time travel, it often gets messy. I think that this gets messy. I've seen messier, but it's there's so much information that has to be given to you to explain the circumstances of what's going on and what's happening, specifically to a general audience, but to everybody really. And it's just, I think that it ends up taking a toll on the pacing of a movie and the level of enjoyment of a fucking movie. I fucking hate it. I really fucking hate it. I think it's better than how I feel about it. I fucking hate it, but I give it a 6, which is a passing grade. You know what I mean? Like a D. Mm-hmm. D's get degrees, as they say. But I don't think much of it in any way, shape, or form. So then we'll move on to spoilers. So we'll give you guys a chance to tap out if you'd like. 99, 98, 97, we count down. 96, 95. Okay. The good. So the good for me is really I am obviously not immune to nostalgic heartstrings and member berries. It was great to see Keaton's Batman perform in a Keaton Batman way with digital effects when that wasn't really a possibility during the Keaton Batmans before. It was that part where he has to put the tomatoes back and sentence his mother to death is very, very compelling to me. I actually think it's more powerful than the kind of gag or gotcha moment that's in the comic. In the comic, it's you end up that he takes Reverse Flash, kills his mom, and he becomes the lightning bolt that strikes himself, that gives himself powers. And it's and that's cool too, but I actually think just him having to sentence his mother to death is far more emotional. And I quite liked it. And then I liked all the cameos during the universes, when they showed Adam West Batman and Christopher Reeve specifically was the one that kind of got me. And I mean, but I know what it is. It's just a cheap trick to make me feel something of a story that doesn't make me feel a whole lot of anything. And it was nice to see Zod and Faora again, but they don't really feel even like themselves, really. They just feel like this, it's almost like they're not there. It's almost like they're digital.
Yeah, because they get lost. I don't even know. They didn't even really need to be there.
Yeah.
Other than maybe the opening part, right?
Yeah. What would you say the good was?
I loved that end scene in the grocery store as well. Actually, I think I liked a lot of the beginning, him always being late and how it seemed like he was really committed to his job. I feel like it started with promise.
Uh-huh.
And then his discovery of the ability to go back in time and then deciding not to listen to Batman. I liked all of that beginning part, I feel like.
But even I'll get to it because I liked the Batman action sequences in the beginning, the Affleck action sequences. I didn't care for his too much, but I liked Affleck.
Oh, because of the babies.
Yeah,
the babies. But I mean, yes, the babies looked ridiculous, but
it was fucking dumb looking.
It was dumb looking. But I mean, I other than the babies looking dumb, I didn't have too many problems with that beginning, and I'm not even sure when it went so wrong. But I guess it's.
I think it's
when he meets himself.
Yeah, I think it's
when he meets himself.
It's when you realize what this movie is. You're like, oh, this is it, and it's fuck. The bad for me is I think it's corny. It feels very Marvel-y. It feels very surface level, just fun and gags and sort of catering to a lowest common denominator audience. And that's what I've liked about the Snyderverse and the Nolan stuff with DC, and even the Joaquin Phoenix one. Yeah, is that like it's not catering to that audience that fucking. And if you liked it, it's no insult towards you. I like some dumbass movies too, but you know, it's like it's catering to a dumbass audience. I really think at the end of the day, like that doesn't mean that it's bad or that those people are bad that enjoy it, but it does mean that like it's not catering to anyone that to put any sort of thought into it really whatsoever. I think that I think that Aquaman 2 will probably take place before this in the timeline, and I think that this is meant to really be the end of the Snyderverse. I think it's meant to be like this is the last you see of these characters, and they opened up this multiverse, and now the story's going to continue in one of these other multiverses, and this is the last of the Snyderverse.
It gives them so many options.
Well, it just basically allows them to start over, you know, which is what they want to do, but you know, and I think it's a shame, you know, of like, and we just watched BVS Uncut this morning, and like. It's just like, man, it's just so much more of a complicated, complex story.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I want from this shit. And I don't want everything to feel like it's for fucking 5-year-olds. You know, I'm okay with Marvel being for 5-year-olds. I actually think Marvel should be for 5-year-olds. You know, because like I was introduced to comics through Marvel at a young age. You know, and then you kind of grow into DC. Like DC is like the next level of like maturity. You know, and like for DC to follow them down the child track is just like, it's just unbecoming in my opinion. Yeah, the fucking bonus scene is dumb.
Yeah.
What was it?
Really bad.
It was just Aquaman falling asleep in
Drunk and
it's
falling into
fucking
a
dumb.
pool.
Like
Trying to pawn a ring
yeah.
for alcohol. Yep, it was bad. And that was the interesting thing. Like even like when the movie ended and the majority of the crowd stayed for the extra scene. When the movie ended, like no one was really talking.
No.
Like no one looked happy. And then after that scene, everyone just got up and looked disgusted.
Yeah,
like
it's true.
Everybody just looked kind of like fuck.
And there's like extra scenes in it for no reason. Like I was, you know, the one that I use most, like, so they do this whole bit, if you know, obviously, hopefully you've seen it, where like when Flash gets struck by lightning and alternate universe Flash gets his powers and Flash that we've known loses his powers, his tooth falls out from the electric shock. And it's a whole gag, and then he has to super glue it into his gums, and like just all this dumb ass shit that has no bearing on the movie until the very end
To get a laugh.
to get another laugh when the tooth just falls out again. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? And there's a bunch of shit like that in this movie where it's like, yeah, like if you actually look at any sequence of it and you're like, this feels weird, ask yourself if it has anything to do with the fucking movie whatsoever. And then when the answer is usually undoubtedly no, you know, I don't know. I actually think like, you know, I think there's actually like there's insult to injury in this movie, like with this being the end of the Snyderverse and they're leaving Clooney as the Batman of it. You know, there's another thing that they did. It's like, you know, oh God, I'm forgetting it now. But it's like, that Aquaman is just a complete doof, and that like I don't know, there's no Cavill in it whatsoever. It just seems like there's like it's like kicking it when it's down to me. It's like it seemed almost like personal, like we're having a go at this shit, you know. And I just I didn't care for that either. But there's a lot of sequences in it that just, as you watch it, just ask yourself, like, does this have any bearing on the movie? And if it doesn't, then ask yourself, why is it here? And more often than not, it's just to get some sort of cheap joke. Like, not even a good joke. Because there is some good jokes in there, but there's a lot of cheap jokes. The tooth being super glued into his head or falling is a cheap-ass joke. And then the ugly Or did you have any bad? Did you? Or you already said it? I've lost track.
Yeah, I think I said it.
Okay. And then ugly.
What's the difference? Just ugly.
Ugly is
The
like
babies?
it's
The babies
well.
are
So
ugly?
yeah. So that's my ugly. Also, is the babies looked horrible. Like the CGI on them look. I'm not one of those guys that like picks on CGI. Like most of the time, I'm in it for the movie, so I can forgive it. But like it would if it takes me out of it, if I find it so distracting, and that would be one that I found kind of so distracting. And I also think that like the Wonder Woman cameo, like a lot of the cameo stuff is ugly. Like it feels very shallow and just they're doing it because they can, and it doesn't really mean anything. And yeah, I mean, I think this movie's a real kick in the teeth. Yeah, so I hate, and I hate to always kind of be the bummer, like on all these fucking shows with fucking movies and shit, dumb ass shit, man. These motherfuckers love some dumb ass shit. But most of the world maybe is dumb, and
I don't think it's dumb, but it's like, yeah, I think that it just doesn't have any depth to it, and I think that maybe a lot of people do just not like to have to think during a movie, or they really just want to see CGI. I did not see the face on Wolverine yet, but there it is.
Yeah, I hadn't either. I thought it had actually fallen off.
But yeah, I think when we, like I said, Man of Steel or BVS or Justice League, like,
or the first Wonder Woman,
or Wonder Woman. Actually, yeah, God, they're just like it's a different
caliber. Mm-hmm. It's just a different caliber, and I want higher caliber stuff.
It's not like an action. It's not just an action hero movie. It's not just an action movie.
Right.
There's like a real element of drama and
drama and character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I mean, see it. I guess it's fun to see the Batwing. It's fun to see Keaton's Batman do stuff. But that's it. The commercials have the best parts in it.
It was crazy because they made that, like, some of the trailers looked so good.
Yeah.
Well, there you are.
All right. See ya.